Thank you, Holly, and the listeners in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, and the entire world.
Mm.
I'm Pumuzo Mukhwathi from African United Borders Bus Truck Association, AUBBTA.
Yeah.
Yes, what we want to raise our concern is that we have witnessed a lot of violence, people being chased, labeled illegal immigrants
Mm.
in South Africa.
Mm.
Organizations such as Patriotic by Mackenzie and Kunene
Mm.
saying people must abahambe. So the even some of these vigilant group are the beneficiaries of the border bus illegal bus rank, mostly situated in the Braamfontein area. So these buses are the ones sponsoring this organization
Mm-hmm.
to find people, our fellow brothers from Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Mozambique. And one of these vigilant group which goes wearing bulletproof, some of them own one of these illegal rank where Zimbabweans load and transport their goods there. It means
Mm.
people are just paying tickets, bus ticket to sponsor, to fight for themselves. Because one of the rank what we have realized is that even some of the politicians from Zimbabwe, they are part and parcel and shareholder of those rank. But when times goes on, we are going to tell the country names of the bus countries, ranks, names, everything. Just is a matter of time. So
Okay.
what we
Okay.
want to say is that we know the name of the vigilant group
Mm.
that are even some of them are even owners of
Okay.
those rank where the Zimbabweans are sponsoring those rank. It is true, but at the
Mm.
moment I never mentioned the everybody knows who are the vigilant group. When the times goes on, guided by the law, we are going to expose and tell everybody the names of the organization. What we are saying is that you will know that Kenny Kunene is a MMC of transport in the city of the Johannesburg. And
Mm.
most of the time he called to say people must abahambe, and that thing is a clown or is a fake because most of his friends are owners of this illegal bus rank in the city of Johannesburg, in the Braamfontein. That's why most of the time when they do raid, they don't go to Braamfontein. They always go to Hillbrow, they go to Yeoville, and also harassing innocent gogos, poor
Mm.
of the poorest people, whereas he knows that some of them they are paying share, including some of the city of the Johannesburg official in the city of the Johannesburg. They are part and parcel of those rank. Remember, in the city of Johannesburg, legal rank are two, which is what we call Park Station and the Fleet of Africa in the New Town. The rest of the rank in the city of Johannesburg are just illegal. Some they can call them that is a private parking because when you go there, if anything happen or you get injured or you get harmed or burned inside, no one is going to be responsible. No government is going to cover you. No insurance is covering
Mm.
you. That thing, it is illegal and it has been going for long. And some of these organizations, they will go out and say, we don't want people from South Africa going around. These bus rank owners, they are sponsoring this organization fighting,
Mm.
claiming to fight Zimbabwean, which is totally bad, unfair, because people in the provinces, they are fighting on the ground. Why they
Mm.
don't go to the embassy of Zimbabwe, go to the embassy of Malawi, go to the embassy of Mozambique, and address the problem with the relevant stakeholders? Why every time they go on the ground claiming to be a policeman wearing bulletproof? And you must know that by law, any person who intimidates your life, carrying a weapon, it can be a knife. Once you see that somebody is threatening your life, you have got a right to shoot that person. That is a law. Because first, if your life is in danger, if somebody carry a knife, carry a gun, if you have got a gun, you have to respond urgently to save your life, because some of these organizations are not government entity. They are acting like a private security companies.
Okay, if I can recall well, I have seen clips on social media of these people wearing black bulletproof, moving around, harassing people, asking for documents, and were asking them, "What are you doing here?" And a lot of people, they have seen such clips, but they claim to be like authentic, like to have permission from the government or from the police. They say they have police permission to do what they are doing. I don't know, is it true or they are just lying to people?
You know, the way these people, they are colluding, and they are connected with some of the high politicians. We
Oh,
can't deny that, but what they are doing by law is illegal. Nobody uh, forced, even the police on the street, they are not allowed to force you to search you without introducing a card or a warrant of arrest. They must explain to you what they want to do for you. You can't just go on the street and harass people without police and other relevant stakeholders. Even a security company, even if you go on the street without what to call a name tag with a registered law enforcement, you can't just go and threaten people on the street. That is illegal. And they are taking advantage because they know that most of our fellow brothers from Zimbabwe, the Mozambique, Malawi, they don't have firearm. If somebody have got firearm, that person, it will be illegal. They are aware of that. That's why they can carry firearm to threaten them. Some of these organizations, what they are doing is extortion or exorbitant organization, claiming to fight our fellow brothers from Zimbabwe, Malawi, and etc. Some of them, they own some of this rank. When times goes on, we are going to tell the names of the organization, the names of the bus company that are sponsoring, because on the ground, people on the ground, they are fighting to say, we don't want people. And also, you will know that Kenny Kunene, he voted, and patriotic, they got voted through that agenda of saying we don't want illegal immigrants, mass deportation. That's why they are part of the GNU in the South African government. That thing was a scam.
I see, I see, I see. So, have you reported the issue, or is any legal steps been taken against what they are doing? Like any reports to the law enforcement?
To be honest, I can tell you that, remember, some of the people who are part of the law enforcement here in South Africa, we've got institution called CBRTA that must act on behalf of that. So one of the people, they worked before with Hawks. Some of the people were on the major general before. So they collude with these people. They collude with other people within the city of the Johannesburg. They are aware. And previous time I confronted Ken Kunene personal. I asked him, why are you doing this? Myself, I confronted Ken Kunene, and I addressed with the office of the minister myself to address why people are claiming to fighting our fellow brothers, whereas they are benefiting from this rank. You will know that some other times, which is painful. Can you Kunene take a journey from Johannesburg to go to the Bed Bridge? You will know it was, I think it was end December 2023, where he was in the border shouting, Abahambe, chasing boot, people who are using crossing goods through the boot there in the border. Whereas you know that his friends who owns bus rank and the buses, they are friends and they are sharing money to get together. That's why we're saying he must stop claiming what he's doing. If there is a problem, why they don't carry where they are bloodproof? Go to the embassy of Malawi, go to the embassy of Zimbabwe, go to the embassy of Mozambique. Also to engage relevant authority to say what is the best solution where we can address this problem, because you will know that people are suffering here in the continent, our continent, and most of people are scared to talk because you will know that most of these syndicate, I can't deny that some have got what we call nkabis, what we call the hitman, but from myself, I'm not scared for that. I'm ready to go head on with anyone who threaten my life. I will not hesitate to fight back.
Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, now I see. I see. So, yeah. So, is there anything that has been planned? Maybe a protest against them or any stages, or you're not revealing anything as for yet?
Yeah, for now, what we are planning, we want to confront their rank personally.
Mm,
If it is a war, let be a war. If
mm,
those organizations, we are going to have accountable for them, to stop what they are doing, and to address them to say, whatever challenge, uh, go to the relevant authority, embassies of the
mm,
SADC countries, and leave people who are selling tomatoes. They know nothing, you see.
mm,
Sometimes they go to the building to force people there to arrest them. You will know that most of these people, when they are being arrested, they are not deportation. We suspect that most of them, they are forced to pay a fine where they benefit money.
mm.
So if you don't have money, how are you going to survive in the South Africa?
Yeah, yeah, I see. I see. Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very hard. So, yeah, I wanted to ask something. Let me see. Uh,
Yes.
I had a question just now when you were finishing. Yeah, what did I wanted to ask, man? Let me think. I had a question that I really wanted to ask. What is it about? I had already asked about the plan, and then what next? What next? Joe, how come? Yo, I forget the question, but it was a very crucial question. Uh, I don't know. Maybe if
Feel
any,
free to ask.
yeah, it was a very quick, critical question. What did I wanted to ask him?
Feel free to ask, because so far I never mentioned the name of the organization, but you know it, that people who are going outside, Kenny Kunene can do whatever I think, but he is the one firstly to address the issue in the city of the Johannesburg. That's why most of the time when they protest, they don't go to embassy, they don't go to Bramfontein. Remember, most of our fellow brothers, they're being transported there in those ranks within the Bramfontein. Why they don't go there?
Right, I
Why
got.
they don't go there?
Yes, I got the question. I got the question now. Why is it like that? If you take a closer look, if we are in a location where a black community they are still staying, maybe for example, closer in Sutu Zulu, the black community. I don't know if you know those communities. And then we have also where the colored people are staying, and then we have got like the suburbs where most like the white guys are there and some of the black people are there, the rich people. You have never had an incident, let's say, for example, in that area where white people are staying and where black people are staying, even if they are foreigners without documentation who are staying there. It's only happening in our poor communities where poor black people are fighting one another, poor black people. What can you say on that thinking capacity, looking at that?
Yeah, it is true. You remember that we go to the embassy of Zimbabwe ourselves,
Yes.
the different embassies to address the problem, to say our leaders, they must be responsible for our brothers and sisters from SADC, Zimbabwe, Malawi, and etc. So that if opportunity, jobs, resources, they must try to support their citizen. You see, let's say, from example, from Zimbabwe, if maybe jobs, everything were there, and
Mm,
jobs, everything, we were going to have a situation like what is happening in the South Africa. If
mm,
maybe people are not running from violation of human rights from their country,
mm,
everything was going to be good. And they were going to say, Zimbabwean, they were going to uplift for themselves. Mozambique, they were going to uplift for themselves. Malawi, they were going to uplift for themselves. And if maybe passport price was reasonable also, things
mm,
were going to be happy for everyone. But you can see the situation that people are forced to come to South Africa. And here when they come, some are claiming to fight them, whereas they want to take some of the resources from them. You will know that in South Africa, issues of the health issues, if maybe their countries, Zimbabwe, Malawi, etc., they can try to rebuild their own hospitals there. Things is
mm,
going to be good because most of the ladies, they come here for labor, because here in South Africa they prefer that things are still good.
mm. Yeah, I see. But at the end of the day, we are all Africans, we are all black people, and there is no need for us to focus or to fight one another. Instead of us looking for ways to help one another, like what we are doing right now, we are busy finding ways on how to kill a brother. I don't know, maybe in closing, I have seen like now the things have changed from way back coming forward until now. We used to have people who hated foreigners, but right now a lot of things have changed, and a lot of South African guys, they really appreciate foreigners. Some of them, they are renting their houses. Some of them, they are married to their daughters. Some of them, they are working for them, the black people, not the white people. So it's the mentality, it's changing, but as you know, you cannot change everyone's mind and everyone's thinking. I don't know, words of encouragement that you can give to those who haven't changed or seen that we are all Africans, we should enjoy the fruit of Africa.
What I can say is that we are one as African.
Mhm,
What we are calling is to say, whatever situation happen here, we must confront our system, our president here in the SADC countries, to address issue of the jobs,
mhm,
health, and other issues, roads and other infrastructure. That
mhm,
is the best way, rather than fighting on the ground.
mhm,
So that if maybe we are saying our brothers from Zimbabwe, here is the mine, empower them
mhm,
so that they can create more jobs there. In Mozambique, if there is more fuel there, empower them so that they can get jobs there.
mhm,
Same applies to the South Africa. So you can see that without unity and also brutality here in our continent is making things suffer and people fight on the ground. That is what we discourage. What we are saying, everybody must love one another as an African. You will know that Donald Trump here in South Africa, he saved the Afrikaners, the farmers, you see,
mhm.
to say they must come to America. But here in the continent of Africa, African continent, no one is doing that.
Yes.
You see.
Yeah, I see. Thank you very much. Any last words that you would like to share with the listeners?
No, what I can say to the listeners is to say, Kunene is just claiming. Even some of the organizations, they're just claiming. And some of these companies, they must stop what they are doing to sponsor the violence here, because we regard as a terrorism here in the South Africa. But when
Mm,
times goes on, we are going to expose their company names, names of the bus rank, the owners. We are going to make sure that even here in South Africa, they must be known by everybody that these are the people. If it is possible, we are going to go head on with them. They go lingering around carrying guns. We are not scared for guns. It's a good thing. That one, we are not scared of the gangism or anything. What we need is peace, and the people must stop killing each other.